And hello, and welcome to session. Wait, what session is it?
Session a lot.
Session 52. I still have session 51 very in my mind because of internet.
Yeah.
61? Oh, 61. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wait, it was 60. Now I'm confused.
We're on 61.
It was 60. But was it?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh yeah, okay. I still have the video from yeah, okay, it is. So we are on session 61. Okay, I was panicking there for a second. Sorry, guys.
We told you it was 61.
Shit, I didn't believe you. Shut up. I didn't believe my own video. Shut up.
So, anyways, last time we ended up with a really awkward situation with Winter and Rose. But while the awkwardness prevails,
Should it?
we're gonna have someone else has made her way to the Pine Tower.
Should it?
And I know how to do my job, Seven.
Sometimes you don't.
I'll cut you.
I'll punch you.
Oh, hey, Hickory's there.
Oh hey,
Yeah, he works here.
he does.
And Valor's
Oh.
there.
Oh hey, Valor. Oh my god, and two Abbies. Wait, Valor? How's Valor here?
You guys left him.
He was supposed to stay at the mansion. Why is he here?
You brought him when Professor Pine was shot. Abby brought him.
Oh.
He was in the hospital.
Oh.
Seven.
Well, he was here?
Yes.
Yes!
Because Hickory was the one who was actually shot.
Just continue. I'm just gonna be quiet while I wallow in my own insecurities.
Why the silence?
There's another track playing.
Okay.
Nancy waves you down again, Abigail. She looks at you and he's like, "My, you're coming and going so often. You're burning so many calories. That's not too healthy." She takes out another few candy bars.
My lord. For a minute there, I confused Amanda's name with America. I was like, we named someone America?
Uh, Nancy kind of like gives a little laugh, and she looks at you and says, "Well, we know at least you're spoiled with our love." And then she takes out a dog treat for Cindy. All right. Um, oh, well, tell her she's very welcome. Hmm. You approach Professor Hickory, and he's kind of growling and not growling at Valor, but he's just kind of doing his thing where he's kind of thinking, kind of has this growl to him. And Valor's he's holding up this a bracelet, and he's kind of talking about the gems on it. He's currently pointing at these topaz. He's very excited by it. Val looks up, and he looks surprised to you, like, "Ah, hi! Oh, yes!" And he kind of scooches over, and he kind of raises his bracelet, and you're trying to get it to the light in this room hits it just right, and he looks to it and says, "Topaz is very pretty, and it really complements all the colors. It's like a rainbow, because I have the other colors here." And he's pointing at the red. The topaz is kind of orangish, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Um, he gives a reassuring smile, and he's like, "No, no, I wasn't scared. I was just. It was a happy surprise." And he just gives you this nice wide grin. Um, Valor kind of looks to Hickory and says, "Hickory is a pretty good listener. I've been talking about these gems, and he's just been pretty intent." And Doreto's dead. He's back. And you kind of look to Hickory. You can see he checked out a bit ago. He's just kind of just been in his own thought while Valor's been talking.
Just for you guys to know, my internet got down. My dad started repairing it, so I don't think how long that's going to take. I am on my phone right now. I cannot see the Roll20. I'm just listening to you guys from now.
All right. One moment. Well, you're only gonna be listening to me for a bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Why everyone's muted?
Um,
I mean,
Well-
why 7 is muted? That's what I meant.
I don't know. Seven doing his own thing. Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello.
Okay.
Valor looks to you and he kind of nods, and then he kind of looks at you and he kind of frowns a bit, and he goes, sorry for not getting in the elevator with you guys. I thought I heard something, so I kind of stopped, and then the elevator closed, and then it left, and then I was just standing there for a bit, and then I saw Hickory come out, so I came to him because I healed him yesterday, and I thought, you know, we knew each other at some level.
The innocence in his voice hurts. Hurts so much.
He's a good boy.
It's hurting. Like Hickory's already shot and now he's the price you pay for being healed.
So, Arch, until I get my internet back, would you mind read what Eddie's saying?
I can try. Yes.
Thank you.
Please start doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I have been attempting to do that, but then yeah. Do you know what you heard? Well, it was just like an echo or something. The voice kind of thick, but also smooth.
Like jazz.
I want to punch you, Roberto.
And like Valor's kind of thinking. There's something gravelly about it, but also like romantic about it.
Oh god, a Kool-Aid man.
But I didn't know what it said.
Oh, fuck, Jeremiah.
No.
Jeremiah's voice isn't gravelly.
I know, I'm just joking.
I mean, his voice is definitely romantic.
Jeremiah in the future.
Maya.
Future Maya. That sounds terrifying.
Well, romantic definitely sounds like Jeremiah. Gravelly. Let's think. Because he said like the voice sounds like both those things, but it kind of weird. It seems like for him, it's like it wasn't like a one voice. So like people you know who kind of have more gravelly voice. Detective Glare would have more gravelly voice. I'm second thought. I don't have too many buff guys with deep gravelly voices.
You don't have to be buff to have gravelly voices.
I know, but
Yeah.
that's kind of like a connect
Stereotype.
those. Yeah. So like, Fawn Clutch Face, I'd say. Glare. Although like.
Okay, Fawn Clutch Face here.
Gravelly.
I mean, is he? We
Yeah.
don't know.
If he is, there's a very good reason for me not to be there.
There's more than one reason not to be there.
Yeah, Von Clutch Face is the biggest one, let's be honest.
He's probably alpha. His voice is probably gravelly because when he spoke, it was like deep.
How about Providence?
Providence has an echo of more voices, which that would also be able. That would be a thing if he's here in Providence.
But like the person who's the head of team it was Oculaire, right?
Team Cyclops. Oh
Team
yeah,
Cyclops,
he definitely has like a
Gravel,
Cool.
yeah.
His voice is definitely in the middle range of gravelly
Yeah,
and romantic.
that's what I was trying to think of, but the only thing that came in my mind was Providence.
Mm-hmm. And I guess kind of for romantic, Professor Pine, but
Oh, that would be awkward.
you know, Hickory himself actually does have has a gravelly voice. I forgot about that. He's sitting right there. Valor kind of thinks. Kind of sound like 3, but But I could really only make out 2, but I could feel like a 3. If that makes any sense.
TV all along.
A part of me is expecting Abby to be like, no, explain better.
Sassy,
Like, not like that's not like that's in a character, but like
Sassy Abby.
sass him.
Stabby.
After a while with Roberto, that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
The guy shouldn't be surprised.
We're
Gonna
slowly
get you guys killed.
we're slowly like influencing each other so much we're just like gonna start crapping on all of each other on a regular basis.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, including Abby.
Valor gives a kind of like a happy nod, and he's just like, yeah. So I just been sitting here with Hickory. Not much has happened with us. How about you guys? I saw you leave earlier, but Hickory was kind of showing me around, and like Valor kind of points to the door, like over there to the labs. Like Hickory was showing me the first floor, because he said I was unique with my abilities and maybe I could give insight. And then he gave a really loud sigh after asking me questions, so we came back out here. At that point, Hickory kind of looks up, and he's just like,
Hickory, no.
leave science for the scientists. That's all I have to say.
Hickory, no. Hickory quickly became our favorite just because of that one interaction.
Yeah.
Also, it's gonna be very awkward once Travis finds out about Professor Hickory inside.
What are you talking about?
I
There's
don't know.
nothing there to connect. GM laughs nervously.
I mean, they're both Zoroark. They both talk.
Yeah, but Sai's white. That sounds a little bit weird to say.
Yeah, Sai's white. Professor Hickory's black, you know. But the flip is wrong with you.
He is a father.
He's wearing a white lab coat, that counts. Try to... Okay. I can't remember. Did Sai hatch before or after we met Professor Hickory?
Literally, like 5 minutes before you met Hickory.
Oh, okay. And I'm guessing Professor Hickory didn't really get a chance to say or look and see.
I think you asked him if like are you related to Zoroark? And he's like, do you think all Zoroarks are related?
Oh yeah, he thought it was a racist question. Or specious. Or a pokeist. What is it?
I can imagine it was Hickory who turned it off. So I'm gonna read it out loud for Roberto. Abigail nods. I remember when I went over there. One of the machines had a face. She thinks back to the staring contest she had with it. I won the staring contest. She doesn't know that the professor turned it off to let her win. I think I misread it as a professor. No, yeah, the professor.
The Professor.
I won it. That's adorable.
No contest.
My God.
I'm playing. I was
And
playing
so-
Smash up to now.
Yeah. Hickory to that, he kind of just chuckles to himself, and Valor gives like a warm, sweet smile. Hickory's kind of stopping himself from like bursting out laughing, remembering, so he's like kind of like chuckling.
Ow.
I can imagine they were both there, but Hickory was every now and then when Hickory doesn't want to be noticed, he does use his illusion to turn into a regular scientist. When he has like work he has to do but wants to avoid it, pretends to be someone else.
Ah, yes. The perfect way to use your special Pokemon abilities. Use it to get away from work and doing stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it's more in the lines of not to be bothered, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't feel like talking to people now. I'm just gonna be like a regular scientist. Meeting for Psy? Walk over.
Oh my god.
Oh, not Psy, Hickory. I'm dead. I'm done.
Hickory.
Okay, you know what? They're both talk. Shut up. Okay.
When is our son?
I wonder how Professor Hickory would react to actually see Psy now that he's a Zoroark. Because I don't think Professor Hickory
He only
heard
saw
him
when he was
talk.
freshly
Yeah, I don't think he heard him talk. One and two, he only saw him when he was Zoroark. So the best that he could probably think it was a Zora. The best that he could probably think it was a Delta or Shiny or something at the moment because he was busy with something else.
Yeah. Hickory looks to you, Abigail, after he's done having his little miniature laughing fit. He looks up to you and goes, I assume you're looking for the professor. He's still in his floor. Ever since you and
Kirby.
Ponder left, he's kind of just been chilling there. Just in general. No.
The shiny Zoroark has blue hair, not purple. I would guess that in order for him to be a fusion, in order to stay fused, that you have to have some sort of blessing or help from another legendary Pokemon, which led him to have something like that. That would be my guess. Because Zoroark and Absol are both dark types. Both fusing them together would not make him a psychic type. Having that hair color and for being white and purple, maybe, but maybe he got the purple hair color from a legendary, from being blessed. Because I can't think of any other way for him to be a psychic type. I figured that out when I was actually looking at all of my Pokemon, trying to see what moves would be good to get rid of and add. I actually did research and planning. It was weird.
What did I lost?
Nothing really. It was mostly just me and Sarah talking. Or Ruby, or whatever.
Okay.
Hickory's eyes kind of narrow, but not like not like in an aggressive way, more like a yeah. He's like, we'll have boatloads of fun. And Valor kind of leans in and he like grabs his earrings, like, and like he just smiles and is like, yep, cause my next one, these are emeralds.
Now Professor Hickory reminds me of Igor. Not again.
Okay.
Was that his name? Did I get it right? Maybe?
I don't know.
Did Hickory receive the notes?
Notes.
Maybe.
Oh God, really?
What?
And my whole computer
Totally.
crashed. My whole computer crashed. That's great.
Now you know how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Well, how I
Did that
felt
move?
last session.
Yes.
Oh no, mine is not crashing because of bad internet. It's crashing because my father wanted to repair the phone here from home, and the phone and the internet share the same spot, so basically he has to disconnect the internet to make the phone work.
Mhm.
So now I actually have no internet until he repairs the shit. I have nothing to do about it.
Mm-hmm. So Abigail, as you get up to the floor, it usually when you look for Professor Pine, if he's on this floor, you know he's at his little garden to the right. Oh.
What did she say?
Abigail pauses briefly before getting into the elevator, considering taking the stairs, but shakes her head. It's not scary anymore. Just a box.
Oh,
There you go.
we fought gods before. Elevators are not scary anymore.
That's why I tell him like, they're scary now.
I mean, you know that Ultra B is the Estacada? You can just make him an elevator and he can be scared.
It turns into your worst nightmare. It turns into an elevator. No!
Do you know that like 12 Americans die every year in elevator accidents? Oh god, what if I'm 12?
Or maybe the rare 13.
Organization 13.
Floor 13.
Rated M. Sorry.
Okay.
There. The bed is dead. Anyways,
All according to Keikaku.
as you begin to approach, there's usually like the glass sliding doors and screen door to prevent things from the outside from flying in. And there's like double that on the far wall. But
Hello?
these are wide open. And you can kind of hear Professor Pine sing a bit. This isn't a rare occurrence. It's pretty common, and it's kind of lovely to hear. I will not be singing.
I'm back on black.
Excuse me?
My internet's back.
Hickory?
Music.
Lights, camera, action.
Oy vey, it's not playing his theme, and it worked last time. This is lovely.
Shift click, please.
Come on. I wonder if it's gonna try to make me upload all these songs again.
Again?
And I can and I can and I can.
Enter game. Yep, it's making me add it to the game again. Okay. As you call up, you call out for Papa. Professor Pine, kind of straightens up. He was kneeled over this growing bush full of berries. They're not quite ripe yet, and these aren't Pokemon held berries. These are more like raspberries, human raspberries. Anything raspberries. He turns around, looks to Abigail. Oh, and kind of a bit of shock on his face, but then it melts away into a calm, relaxed smile. Hello there, dear. I think this is a little ripe, but I think it's still good. He has like a handful of raspberries.
They can recover humans from fainting.
He hugs you. It's pretty tight. And you both hold on for a nice long time. When you let go, he kind of grabs your hand, kind of makes a little cup and shares some of the raspberries. And he kind of motions Cindy too. Pine looks to you and goes, well, how do you enjoy your new teammate?
She weird. No, I'm not gonna be that way.
She weird.
I don't like her.
Like normal people weird, not us weird.
We have yet to see that.
Professor Pine kind of gives a little wry smile and kind of put the hand on your head, scruffing up a bit, and goes, well, I understand that a lot. Especially your wife's the president and you're a pretty famous guy. A lot of people don't. A lot of people pretend to be nice. And they just aren't. Sad reality, but it's a very prevalent one. But I have high hopes in her. At that, Professor Pine just kind of throws his head back and kind of begins to laugh loudly. Is that the type of trouble your old teammate gave you? Professor Pine his jaw kind of drops, and he looks to you like, "Oh," and he kind of looks off to the to the side, like, and like tugs on his collar, like, a table and the Pokemon Center door. I feel like I've heard about this. No, yes, I've definitely heard about this. Whew. Well, at least from what I've heard, you haven't been getting yourself in any trouble like that, personally.
Not that fair enough.
So, he puts a hand on your shoulder. It seems at least you're trying to set a good example, I hope.
Zane is punching neutral, Abby is punching good.
How dare you say that to me?
We have yet to see a punching evil. No, I think that's Travis. I think that's Travis when he was fighting Cinder, punching evil.
Oh no!
You were punching the blind man.
Yeah. No matter how you put it, like it was not a good situation. Travis set himself up in because it was a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Good thing I go into politics. Your career would already be ruined before you started.
Wow. Good thing Travis doesn't want to be in politics.
Professor Pine, he kind of gives this sigh of relief, but also worry. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "It's unfair, the type of things you've been forced to deal with. You've done so much. Hey, come on. Would you want to stay out here, or would you like to go in? I have some tea brewing." Professor Pine gives a nice smile. All right. Well, go on to the couch. I'll pour the tea and I'll meet you there. Well, no, he won't meet that there. And while we're going there, why don't we walk and talk about, well, about everything that's been happening.
Oh boy, the tea's gonna get cold.
Okay, about everything that has happened. Okay, you need to sit down, man. For like 2 hours.
So,
It's just like
I can move Abigail and Cindy slowly, and you can just begin to type it out.
It's like I think we're gonna need that medical stretcher again, just in case.
And Professor Pine is walking right now with a very nice
A leisure knife.
pace, a stroll. His foot, he rolls his feet. But sometimes he has his hands stuffed in his lab coat, but not right now. He has one arm around you, holding you by your shoulder. The other one is hanging loosely, and if Cindy comes around, it'll definitely be scratching Cindy's head. Move my screen a bit. No. Oh, oops. Professor Pine looks to you, and he looks a little bit worried, but he kind of looks to you and says, "Whatever comes to your mind and you think is most important." He opens the door for you.
So what's the So what would be the bill for everyone in the team getting therapy?
Don't worry, Professor Delilah, she's a millionaire. Question is how long?
All of that illegal money.
All that illegal money!
Hey! Oh, drug cartel. I mean, what?
And shift tab. Doo-doo. Here, Professor Pine kind of lets go, and he's like, "I'll go grab the tea. If you want, you can wait here a bit." Won't be long."
Tea?
Yeah. So he kind of grabs a nice china and everything as you were explaining. I can just imagine you two walking into the kitchen. So you entered that, and I saw the first word I read was Bushman, but I misread it as Batman. I got really confused. Okay.
Batman, huh?
As Professor Pine pours the kettle. You nod, and you start to tell the story. Very beginning. Yeah. let me just
In the
summarize for now.
beginning. Sorry.
Start with the Bushman.
I don't remember Bushman.
that was like when Roberta came out of a bush.
Oh my god.
Session 1.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that's what you called them.
Mhm.
Session.
Yeah.
Session.
We didn't really have a session 0. It was like session 1 because
because-
I was too nervous to be like session 0.
Yeah, he,
have a
didn't,
session.
he didn't know. Yeah. For
Yeah,
next
that was the
time.
one.
For next time.
I remember Zane being like, "This better not be a session 0," and I was like, "It's not! Oh god!" Because I didn't know how to deal with people.
But now you do.
Anyways, Professor Pine, he has this tray with the 3 T's. You got one for Cindy. And as you mentioned Bushman, and you explained that it's Roberto. Professor Pine, I assume you're describing Bushman, right? And you basically say it's Roberto.
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
No question.
Yeah, when you're describing him, Professor Pine kind of thinks and then goes, "That was
That's
your
awesome.
partner in the tournament, wasn't he? Seemed like a capable trainer."
The man fighting in the bushes became the person that you fought with. Interesting.
Yeah, especially when you say Bushman, he's like eyebrows raised, like, if you say the word Bushman.
I'm a Bushman.
What reference is that?
It's a song.
I would imagine so.
For a bit, I was struggling IRL to ping because I was like, I couldn't use my my left hand because I was miming holding a tray. Forgot I don't have to do that.
You're holding a what?
I was miming holding a tray. I was pantomiming because I've been doing a lot of acting in my classes. So, IRL, I was like, I Professor Pine because I was getting the mentality. You guys can't see it, but anytime I do a character, I do motions.
Ah, that actually helps. I should probably think about doing stuff like that.
Yeah, my Jeremiah is extravagant.
Your Jeremiah is basically looks like you're having some sort of weird stroke or trying to fight with a demon inside you.
A bit. Yeah. With the alpha, I hunch my whole body forward and drop my head. It's crazy. Yeah. Professor Pine, he's still listening and kind of watching you.
Gonna go to the restroom. Just. Ping.
Oh.
Just ping.
All right. See ya. Just ping. I don't know if I pantomime being Pokemon. I mostly think of pantomiming when I'm playing people. Let me just move him to front. Put Abby. Boop. Now it looks like you're peering over him. That's adorable.
Oh my god. I would love to see that. That sounds adorable.
Professor Pine's nodding, and he's like slowly tipping his hot tea. I imagine Cindy's kind of like lapping her tea up. Didn't give her back? Wait, that's mostly me. What do you mean? Oh, now I figured it out. To me, I'm just an idiot. I misread the first one.
Woo! I got watermelon. Oh. Sorry. I'm gonna read that art or.
Professor Pine kind of takes a deep sigh, hearing that. He puts the tea back on its saucer, on his left hand, with his right arm. Carefully make, because if you're holding your tea, he doesn't want it to spill on you. Hold you close. It's okay, Abigail. You're still learning a bit. But you did catch it the first time. I'm proud of you for that.
I wonder if she.
And it was their fault that they lost her the second. That they lost her that time. Just keep in mind. Well, I think you know already. Don't let bad people go.
I wonder if she also told a part about Travis, or like her other teammates handling her too. Like. That would be very concerning for the professor. A 15-year-old boy almost convinced to do murder? Oh no. That's not good for PR.
Yeah. Professor Pine kind of pulls you close. You're still learning. If you weren't, I don't know what I'd say. But I'm glad in the end no one's dead. That's what matters to me. Did anyone else in your team? Were they all? Did they all share that same sentiment?
Yo.
Professor Pine nods a bit. He takes a deep sigh and looks to you and says, "Why don't we talk about something else?"
Oh,
Well, everyone has a birthday. We just haven't. I just could never figure yours out. Honestly, I was waiting for. It's coming up too. The year, a year since I found you. In his face, there's a bit of like confused expectation coming from you.
Okay.
Sorry, just a moment. Yeah, there's a calendar easily, but Mr. Pine just kind of thinks. It's like, he looks to you, and he's waiting for you to mutter out the day, but he's like, the bewilderment on his face. Professor Pine stares as you point out August 30th. He thinks a bit. And he just kind of like calculating this in his mind. And finally he just kind of looks up to you. Well, I'm sorry I missed it. I guess I should get you a sword knocks or something. But he kind of shifts to look towards you. You said your big brother got it? Do you mean Pompous? Because he would have those connections.
Ah yes, Ponder, the traitor of the country.
He's asking Pompous because Pompous has government power. He is a general. So he's like,
We can say that again.
Pompous is a general, so that's why Professor Pine's confused. He's like, Pompous would have told me.
Oh, okay. And this is where Abby reveals all the stuff that was top secret people were trying to keep from the professor.
Mr. Pine kind of recoils from that. And he has a look on his face. Forlorn for about a moment. And then he looks down to you. And like his mouth opens as if to say something, but he seems like a little exasperated. And then he looks to you finally after a good 10 seconds of silence. Christina? Who's that? Other girls like you?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is no bueno.
Takes him a bit, as per usual when you connect people's names, but he looks to you and says, No. I haven't talked to him forever. Travis, no.
Wait, what? Why? What?
This is a pretty good ice cream.
What? What?
It's funny to me.
Oh.
No.
Is that
Thank
funny?
God, nothing of awkward's happening.
Man, this is pretty good ice cream.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's not already awkward?
No, I mean, okay. You didn't get it.
I mean, I did get it, but it's not at that point to where it is real awkward. It's like a
Yeah.
slow moving wall of doom.
A slow moving bear.
Huh? Would have never used that analogy.
Mr. Pine looks to you. I assume that was your Delta Arcanine?
Ah, yes. Delta. Wait, does Delta Arcanine actually look like that?
No.
No,
Oh.
I think it's like a water type or something.
Yeah, it is a water type.
I just wanted to double check in case I was making a fool out of myself. Again. And Travis got it all on camera.
Professor Pine's doing that thing where he's like leaning forward, he has like fingertips together, but he's covering his mouth.
Oh, that is good. I can
Concerned.
picture it really. It's clear as day, honestly.
Wait,
And
I have
he's
the
looking at
image.
you, he's like, he nods slowly, expecting you to continue forth.
He looks like this.
Yes,
I
tell
would
me
imagine.
more.
It's the concerned meme.
Tell me more. Yep. Yep, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, Professor Pine's just really trained on you. Just like, he's concerned, quite frankly.
Very much. And Travis got it all on camera again. Severe concern. Oh god. Delilah's gonna grow up to be like that. I can already tell. It's sad, but it's true.
Professor Pine's face is certainly filled with conflicting emotions. But when you said you would you did what he would have done, kept things simple, you can certainly see pride in his face.
He's a proud
Blushing
daddy.
even. He's a little flustered. He smiles to you. And for a bit, it almost looks like he's about to well up a bit.
My dad's going to reboot the
the thing again, so I'm going to be out of the internet for a while, but I'm going to be back soon.
All right. He's dead. That's an adorable explanation. I love that.
That is surprisingly accurate.
Yeah. Professor Pine thinks for a bit. I remember hearing news of a family being reunited with their lost children. With their lost child, I meant. And then I remember hearing about... That's beside the point. If that's the family, I didn't know them. But now I wish I did.
And then I got shot.
Professor Pace is now kind of enveloped in a more somber tone. A little more
I'm not gonna be there until a while
depressed.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a couple of cities before we reach Somber, you know? It was a low-hanging fruit, but I went for it anyway.
Yeah.
Now you're feeling somber.
I get in character, man.
Don't ever try to act like someone is depressed.
There's no acting involved. Professor Pine grits his teeth, but takes a large breath, exhales, and takes a sip from his tea. Still piping hot.
Lose.
Huh?
Guys, can you hear me?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I lose? I just got back.
Abigail being cute.
What?
Christina.
She explained how she explained the city. But you talked more
Oh,
about
okay.
Christina, but like Abigail explained how she saw cities instead of being a giant pack, it's a bunch of packs trying to coexist.
That's a very fair point.
Yeah, well, like that's surprisingly accurate from like a Pokemon point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, you're slowly turning
Anyways.
into Crash Bandicoot there.
No.
Slowly.
Mr. Pine, his head snaps to you. You remembered? And he gives a sad smile. Perhaps then we can find out who your family is.
No.
It was too long.
The moment of truth has
So
finally
like,
come.
so I killed my mom.
You didn't kill her. She committed
I know
suicide.
she killed. Yeah, I know.
I think she can get. I think she gets it. I think she gets it. It's just a hunch, but I think she gets the point.
I don't know why I put an apostrophe.
He feels guilty.
I love that he didn't really go in detail about the team. Like, oh, who are the people you're walking with?
He watched tournament. Like
I know,
he
but-
watched parts of it because the tournament was going on while he was working.
Yeah, but I think he would know just about Roberto, not the rest of the team. And
he you feel like he's not keeping in touch with your professor.
oh, okay, fair.
He, you know, his daughter's on that team. He's technically her boss.
Okay, fair.
He's indirectly Delilah's boss.
Yeah, Travis heard all about it.
Your birthday. Before you actually begin, Professor Pine kind of looks to you and is like, "What? Did these memories just come back to you, or did something set them off in you? Did you just see something familiar?"
No one is there. And it's hurting all of us. All of us.
Chung, 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 chung.
Professor Pine doesn't. His face doesn't move that much. Very stoic, except for his lips, which part momentarily to show a bit of surprise. And he looks to you and goes, "Can I see that music box?" Professor Pine nods. I understand. So, what did you remember?
And now he wants to find your family even more.
Professor Pine. His whole body is turned to you at this point. He has thrown his arm like over like the top of the couch, listening intently to you, facing you. And when you change your tone to this more childish version of yourself, he gets a smile. It like a father looking onto a small child, onto their own child. Fully invested into what you're saying, every word, every breath, every depth. He bobs his head along as you recount. What the details do you fully explain to him? Yeah. Now, I have a very important question. When you're mentioning your mother and your father, do you mention them by name, and chorus, do you mention them by name, or do you go by their titles? Mother, father, uncle, if you regard chorus as your uncle? Or do you use their names?
And there was depressed pack pup Travis.
Right. When you say Cole rests, his face is struck with a bit of contemplation. Confusion, thought,
Oh no.
and then he thinks on it a little bit more.
No.
Face strained a little bit.
No.
But then he shakes his head and looks down at you. And what else do you remember?
Oh good, he didn't roll high enough. Are you actually
That
rolling?
was that.
Are you actually rolling, Arch?
I'm not gonna tell you my secrets.
He was.
Good thing there's GM rolling, huh? I was in the middle of me eating watermelon. You.
Professor Pine looks to you, Abigail. His eyes are full of contemplation, confusion, and a spark of realization. Professor Pine reaches over to the table, puts down his cup of tea.
Oh no. He's putting down the tea.
Abigail, would you mind excusing me for just a moment? I won't be long. Need to use the bathroom.
Lies.
I can't tell whether he's gonna scream or cry. Arch, no.
Damn slinkies.
Why are you messing with a slinky in such an intense moment like this?
I need him to calm my nerves.
Slinky's in a clear distress.
Yeah. So Professor Pine gets to his feet. There's no haste. There's no deliberate speeding up. There's also no deliberate slow motion. He gets up and at a pace faster than his own. Like this is like his more normal pace. He heads south and he turns the corner. You sit there awkwardly. What's kind of going through your mind right now, Abigail? And Cindy.
Oh yeah, Cindy's there.
Cindy can awkwardly, like... I'm sure Cindy can awkwardly tell Abigail what happened at the interview. It's like...
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go to the restroom.
Mm.
Oh god, though.
Yeah.
For
Maybe
fuck's
they
sake!
do. This goes at you would. He has a very good perception and pretty good most of his education. Mhm. And focus, because he has to work long hours. That just made sense in character.
Also, Abby skipped the whole Champion Islands thingy. When we fought the fucking hobo.
Okay, I just came back from the restroom. I got my nerves off now. Whew.
I mean, she has a lot of things to kind of explain, man.
True, I know. We fought at least three or four legendaries? I lost count. I don't know.
One in
Five.
Lumen, one in Histo, two of those again, plus one in the Champion Isles, plus Shadow Lugia, so a total of 4 by that point.
And how about Campion?
I was gonna get
yeah.
there, Jesus. And then Campion, yeah, he fought a Zygarde and then a fusion with Zygarde.
So, okay, so question. since we're gonna since I'm just gonna say the Zygarde and the fusion with Zygarde are two separate entities, how many legends did we fight in total so far? Not win, just fight.
Like 6. No, it doesn't.
Ho-Oh burned Travis. Are you kidding me?
It didn't count as a fight because it was already out.
Ho-Oh
Which is
burned
something
Travis.
I mentioned in the coming up alpha story, which is really fun.
Travis was set on fire by a Ho-Oh.
Yeah, it was just you and Winter, right?
And that happened when I was gone.
You were gone.
Wait a second.
Anyways, that point.
No, and then like I think I had to go like drop off my sister or pick her up or something, and so I had to leave and come back. And when I came back, apparently that happened. I was like, what?
I have vague recollections of this. Oh no!
Alpha looked up at the ball of fire approaching. Son of a.
Kyle, what? Sorry.
Yeah.
I hate you, Roberto.
Thank you.
Every time I'm in the
Obviously-
middle of eating or drinking something, you guys do something to make me almost die.
You are welcome.
You son of a.
And what is Cindy's thoughts on this situation? I'm just curious for Cindy.
And now she picks the time to tell her. What? What was
My
that?
phone slid off this mini desk next to my regular desk, and it hit the side of my trash can.
Huh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And when Cindy is done expositioning at Abigail, you hear footsteps. Or you hear door open and footsteps. But these footsteps are more accustomed to a march than the stroll of Professor Pine.
Pompous is in trouble.
Some music up a bit. To the northern entrance, you can hear the heavy march of Pompous. He turns the corner and looks around, and looks to you, Abigail. He peers down the hall. Professor Pine is not there, and he makes his way over.
He was listening, wasn't he?
Not really. Potentially. He gets up here. And he kind of looks down, and he kind of like squats down, try to get closer to your level. Hello there, Abigail. Do you happen to know her father?
You cut out.
You cannot.
Hello, Abigail. Do you happen to know where father is? Well, Pompous shrugs. Comfort in his own room, I guess. How long have you been in town? Uh,
Trying to remember how many days. I
It's
forgot how
been
many
like
days.
really, it's been like 2 days.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, the last few sessions have been 2 days because
thought it was
you spent
3.
the night. You spent the night in the hospital. You guys haven't spent the night here yet. It's about to be. It is getting pretty late right now.
Oh. And how did Zane travel that far?
No, he's still on the route.
No. He's in the route on the other side.
No, he's on Route 6. Hayden's the one that got exceptionally fast. Not sure how. Hayden got close to the lava. Well, he wasn't at the lava, but, you know.
Okay, so they're on Route 6 right now.
Yes.
And they're heading towards Campion?
Yes. Zane's on the route to Campion. Hayden took a different route to get somewhere else. To get closer to Ashes and Cinder.
He went straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hayden ran through.
And when you travel with the group, you have to slow down for the slow guys, and you got to make sure everyone's like well fed, and you guys can stop, bathroom breaks, you know. But when you're one person, well, I mean, look at Abigail. She's like sped, well, they left everyone behind. Anyways, Pompous looks to you and goes, "Ah, I see. I've only recently got back from the front line. It's horrifying. After all these years of being inactive, they're suddenly awoken.
He's sounding very evil.
Oh, very.
Pompous shakes his head. Well, I do know the league has upset them, but I doubt it's for that reason. You have to blame their leader. Kind of frowns.
Takes out a gun.
If you were to take out a gun, this would technically be the second time we've seen someone use a gun.
Yep.
Pompous raises an eyebrow as he looks to you. What do you know of Oculaire?
Oh no.
He knows.
I know. We had dinner with him. He has very, very good taste in wine.
Roberto?
If we sold the bear to the black market, he would not be enough to afford that wine.
I laugh because it's true.
This man had a casual conversation with the devil himself, so of course he would talk about the wine from Oculair.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
At this point, Pompous, he is like crouched down. He leans forward, pressing his palm against the ledge to kind of hang over it, and looks to you skeptically.
Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, He knows, but he's not sure if she's going to.
I mean, he should know because we were going to make a legal trade thingy.
Yeah.
What trade?
We were gonna be transported from the north.
That hadn't really happened yet when the whole when the Tessa thing happened and you guys got broken out.
I thought that we were broken out while that was happening.
The process was happening, but then you were gone, so they don't get to finish the process.
But if the process was, but if they were in the middle of the process, then Pompous would know.
Well, no, it's more like the North had paperwork to do.
Oh, so the
and,
North
like,
was
try to
the North was preparing to communicate with the South.
Yeah,
but then,
it's also true with what Abby says.
I'm assuming the North was actually going to say anything that they might have just said it was happening.
They might have just said you're being sent back, or maybe they were, and when you guys got jailbroken, they well, they're gone. We can't transfer things that are gone. Or maybe they're gonna plan to kill you. You don't know.
Considering how Oculair was, I don't know about the whole killing thing.
I mean, he did start a war.
The man started a war, but man, does his son really like Abby? And he can't say no to his son.
Mm-hmm. Pompous looks to you, Abigail, and now that much I know. The music box, not about Maverick. Pompous looks down south to the hall where you said, where's your pine went? Abigail? I need you to do me a favor. If you're talking to Father, do not. At least try your best not to mention Maverick Ire.
Too late.
Yeah, Pompous stares down south. And he just kind of silent for a bit, takes a deep breath in. Father doesn't talk about this much, but they used to be friends. And Father blames himself for everything that's ever occurred here. Pompous kind of goes eerie quiet. Father says he had a chance to stop it all, but he didn't have the will to.
10 dogs.
Pompous kind of looks up, and his face is a little solemn. Dad, Father never explained how, what chance he had, or anything. All he ever says is he could have done it. He could have been less selfish. Even from the sounds of it, sounds like it wasn't directly his fault, but he considers it. When Cyclops became a big problem, he was the first man to sign, declaring them as a national issue, which then got it into the sight of many political figures, including Mother. But he said it was way before that. You could have stopped him. Pompous kind of froze a brow, but then kind of shakes his head a little dismissively. I don't have those answers. Only one of us had them. We know he's gone. Pompous kind of stares up a bit. It seems like he's thinking. And he then looks down to you, Abigail. I can't figure out how to say this. Actually, Pompous reaches into his pocket and he takes out his wallet. As he's doing so, he asks you, Abigail, do you know... Have you figured out the truth with Ponder?
Which one?
I think she knows.
That shit.
It'd be awkward if she didn't.
I know.
Or reveals another secret he doesn't know.
That'd be hysterical.
Absolutely.
Pompous nods. Out of his wallet, he takes out his picture. It's of him, Preachy, and Ponder when they're young. Very small. Ponder looks to be around 5 years old. But you see, the picture just Ponder's a little off. Ponder's in a wheelchair. Pompous taps the picture. When Ponder was younger, there was an incident. We don't even really know what happened then. But when we found Ponder, his legs were mangled, bloodied, looked like fangs had driven into them. We didn't think he'd be able to walk. But he did. But whatever happened in this incident changed him up here. Pompous taps the side of his head. Most likely he's suffering from some instance of DID, dissociative identity disorder. Although, that's when he started having nightmares. Ponder told me when these nightmares started happening, Father made him this music box that used to soothe him in his dreams. Yeah, Ponder would eventually say that when he used the music box, he started getting very specific dreams instead of shambled nightmares. He told me some of these, and then every time he told me, he said he'd see less and less of them. And then he stopped telling me. That's when he had met his girlfriend, Oracle, and he could really figure out all the pieces. I'm just close a little quiet. Pompous kind of scoffs a bit. I've been around to learn that you can't always trust a pretty face. Especially with someone who knows more than they can tell. There's a bit of a hypocritical tone in Pompus's voice, especially in regards to his own brother when he says that. But he just kind of drops his head. One thing, actually, I'll let you type it. Yeah, Pompous nods slowly. When I was younger, when this happened to Ponder, me and Peachy made promises then. I promised I'd grow strong to protect him, and Peachy promised she'd learn how to fix him whenever he was sick. And Pompous kind of just stares off. However, you gotta think about it for a bit. Pompous is now a general. Strong position. Peachy was studying to be a nurse, and now she's one of the smarter people in the region. Pompous kind of lowers his head. One of the earliest things he ever told me was something about history repeating itself. Said it'd take 20 years, but it would come. And he said someone would have to die. Pompous goes quiet. Pompous grows solemn. And I know he doesn't want it to be him. Which is why anytime he asks me a favor, despite knowing it could be wrong, I try to do it for him. And that sometimes includes keeping secrets. Pompous at this point, yeah, he hands you the photo of Ponder in a wheelchair with the tiny Pompous and tiny Peachy. Pompous looks to you, Abigail. He gets up. Can you give me a perception? Perfect. So this part he says out loud. I'll tell you the part that Pompous nods to you. There's a lot of things that we haven't been able to tell you, and some things we haven't been able to tell Preachy fully either. But know this. I want to trust you a lot. And then with his, you hear him whisper. It's kind of faint. It's actually pretty faint. Yeah, all you hear is besides, we might have. But you can't really catch the rest of it. And it's then when you hear the steps of someone else as Professor Pine approaches once more. Pompous. So glad to see you. I mean, you can give me an intuition real fast to that. Besides, you might have. And Pompous approaches his father, and he gives him a strong hug. Pompous, his hug is stirring, but Professor Pine, he does like the slap on the back. Like, it's good to see you, son. I'm sorry it took me so long, father.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Yeah, you're kind of just lost in, like, in what he said, and you're just like, I don't understand. So, Pompous lets go and says, "You're looking relatively fine, father." You need the Abbey feet. Yeah, these two hug, and then Professor Pines looks and says, I assume you two have been talking while I've been gone." Pompous kind of chuckles. "Yes, we've been talking a bit." "Well, Pompous, I'd like to ask you something after a while, but I was in the middle of talking with Abigail. I think it's all right. Would you want me here, or? Well, it was originally a private conversation, but he just looked at you, Abigail. Would you allow Pompous to sit and chat, or would you like him to head out a bit? Because I guess a way to decide if this is very private.
Remember, this choice is going to impact the story.
Hee.
You will remember this.
Mm-hmm.
My heart dropped for just a moment because I thought I wasn't recording.
I would kill you. No, I wouldn't.
I will commit suicide first before you can kill me. My heart just skipped a beat.
No.
God. You just meow?
I said no.
Oh.
That's a joke.
That is such a weird way.
No. Dead. um, Pompous kind of nods a bit. He's gonna move over here to this area. No, he's gonna stand here. Yeah, Professor Pine kind of looking at you and says, well, if you'd like to continue on with your story, you may. At this point, I think I had to carry this on because it seems to go on for like 2 hours. So, I might finish you typing. Wait for a bit to get back on roll 20.
I am roll 20.
You are roll 20?
Oh lord.
I am roll 20.
He has ascended.
I don't.
For a bit you left. The Pedro critic was gone. Professor Pine kind of looks back shocked. And almost a little bit when you said Mother didn't want to be found. He looks shocked, but when you say Daddy's been here the whole time, he kind of looks away. And Professor Pine looks to you, appalled. What do you mean? She didn't want to be found? Dad, your father's been here the entire time?
Someone work my heart out, please, Jesus.
What the fuck? Huh.
What?
You know, I'm seeing something. So this happens. This happened. Right?
What?
Yeah, the guy managed to park the plane without the front wheel.
Okay, dang.
Yeah, no, that's actually yeah, no, that's impressive. I'm just impressed.
Yeah, not even mad. Remember, guys, time is just a concept.
So is life. Oh, it's a big one.
Time to read.
Abigail pauses, trying to sort out her words. Mother was bad. Her head wasn't working right. She killed him because he was going to stop her. She wipes at her eyes. It was easier before I remember them, she muttered, pulling the locket out of her shirt, showing him the picture that Detective Blair dropped for her all that time ago. Mother? Tessa? She says, pointing to her mother in the photo. And Daddy? Dominique. She smiles as some of her good memories of her father come back to her. Abigail, I need you to give me a perception.
Is it really that?
Alright. Alright, let me speak. I'm giving it to you. Yeah. You kind of make it out with with the way he seems to mouth, but it's not like he knows he's saying it. It's kind of weird, like second nature. But he mutters. Well, not mutters. Sorry.
He spoke before he can think.
Yeah, he mouths Zephyr.
Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, the
I'm getting so much
professor or
mileage out of
Pompous?
the song.
The professor or Pompous says Zephyr.
Professor.
Okay.
Wait, whose
He
last name is Zephyr?
mouths it. Abby?
Oh, for some reason I thought that was Rose's last name. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Yes, I am dumb. Shut up.
Professor Pine's mouth is kind of agape. It's kind of staring, but it's kind of grabs the side of his head, confused. I don't think I ever knew them. And he's just... It's like he's staring at a ghost. With that, Professor Pine kind of gets to his feet. I think I need some more tea.
Starts walking off the balcony.
Pompous, do you mind coming with me? I forget how much sugar you like in your tea. Sure. Don't worry, Abigail. I'll be right back. Just gonna get some tea. I'm not sure if they moved or not. Oh, nope, they didn't.
Did you explain Pompous' reaction?
Pompous was confused.
Huh.
Because he didn't see Professor Pine mouth it. He wasn't looking for that.
But when Abby said the names.
When you said Dominique, Pompous does kind of look away again.
Oh.
Because Abby told him, but he didn't tell his father.
Oh, okay.
Abby, you hear them speaking, would you like to sneak and percept?
Will you like to do what you're meant to do? What you're good at? At this point, I was gonna try. Oh my god! How? Can Cindy help?
Broke a
I'll
vein,
allow it.
Shinji.
Cindy can help. Please? Please?
She can break a table to make noise.
How did that happen? I just think someone is trying to make this harder on you. You already know too much, so it's trying to balance out.
How did this
Is it
happen
updated?
to me?
Oh shit! You saw that, Roberto?
What?
You saw it?
No, I saw the
Alright,
roll.
Give yourself a there's a roll for Cindy's stealth, and I forget how Cindy's stealth is. Considering just adding it to yours, because I'm pretty sure Cindy's stealth somehow isn't the best. Okay, I think Pokemon stealth stats aren't the best usually.
It also can actually be really good depending on the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Fifi!
Fluffy!
Fifi!
You're like, oh, Fluffy!
Now we know. Now we know the name.
Fifi!
Now we know the name of fucking Cindy and Fluffy's pups.
Fifi! It's like Fido, but oh my god.
Oh god, why?
So, collective 20.
We're bending the rules so hard right now. It's not even funny at this point.
Okay, now give me a perception to see how good it is. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, you hear this loud and crisp.
They roll
Yeah.
really poorly.
Compass. Georgia Pine's voice is a little wavery. Sounds like it, at this moment, kind of tired. How much have you known? Dad, just answer me, Pompous. Not much. And can you honestly tell me that? Silence. Pompous. What has your hands tied? I made a promise to ponder. Rosa Pine goes very quiet. Then Pompous speaks up. I don't like to bend the rules. And I will never do it often. But I only ever became this to help him. When did you find out anything? Abigail told me her father's name was Dominique. When I went to go take Ponder his medicine. In Campion, that's right. Professor Pine kind of goes quiet. But you can still hear this part. I need you to do me a favor. Yes, father? Look into Detective Star. Sir? Trust me, it's important. Alright, I can do that. One more thing. Yes? It's about legacy. Something Abigail told me has made me a little uneasy. Would you do me a favor and go talk to your uncle? Later. Very well. Now, was it black tea or was it chamomile? Chamomile. one little sugar cube. Here you go. Tea.
And then tea.
And you can hear them coming back, Abigail.
Like, run. She tried to run back, trips on trips on the edge and just like falls.
Fish dive on the sofa. Woo. Parkour.
Parkour breaks the glass table.
You do that thing where you're wearing socks on tile and you just don't stop.
And what happens is she trips and falls, but she slides right into the perfectly into the sofa, just like laying down. It's like, huh.
They return. And Abigail, do you plan to address any of that was just mentioned?
Also, I think I didn't hear what did Professor wants to hear about Legacy?
He wants look into Legacy.
He wants what?
He wants
He
to
wants,
look into us.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Abigail said something concerning to him.
Okay.
God damn it. Slinky is evil.
The Slinky is eel.
Uh-huh. The Slinky keeps falling.
Ah.
Alright. And yeah. As they come back, we can actually in a bit, I was gonna say let this devolve into kind of exposition. Like, yeah. Yeah. So Professor Pine kind of sits down. And he's kind of solemn. He kind of looks to you and says, "If you say your father's here, probably in the graves, would you like to go at the very least?" Yeah, you should chat on the side.
Yeah, we should.
Wait, what? Huh? I missed that.
Ruby's like initiating conversation, right?
Yep.
Which is smart.
So, you both tried to talk me out of joining a team. Why didn't you tell me some more of what you
Why don't
dealt
you tell
with? Huh?
She's like, why don't you tell me? For some reason, when you say, or just the world changing one, for some reason, my initial thought, Ruby probably wouldn't say this, although Lucy probably would. Like, oh look at Roberto with his big dick. With the tone
No, Roberto's being sarcastic. You know that.
I know, but the way you can read it sounds like he's being a dick. Like, or do you want to hear the world changing ones? Because trust me. looks at all of you in the north. All of you except Abigail were in cells.
Good point. But no.
You think we're the only ones that only one of us ever got domestically arrested?
Travis has been mentally abused.
Zane and
physically
Winter
abused.
were held in custody. They weren't arrested technically.
All of us were held into custody in
the north.
well, yeah, in the north, but we were also like interviewed, I guess you could say. Not interviewed. What is it called? Interrogated. All of us were interrogated as well when we were in Campion.
The interrogation is different. Professor Pine looks to you. And he nods. And he's just like, he does that thing where he steps out, puts his arm out as if to like hook your arm with, and he says, "Let's go at the very least." And at this point, you can exposition to him what you would like to. You can just say exposition.
Now thinking about it,
Unless there's something super specific you want to bring up with him.
Now thinking about it, is Travis' identity actually safe or no?
Who you told the word Zeko to?
Okay, let me see. Other than Team Legacy, I've told it to Venus and Cinder. And Hayden.
Well, Cinder's in a coma.
Cinder's in a coma. Venus is arrested and almost lost her mind. Hayden has gone. So basically, all the people that he told his last namer are basically gone, one way, shape, or form or another.
Hey, give me. I jokingly want to say, give me a D20 to realize this. To realize how cursed you are. When you mutter your name, chaos happens.
Oh my god! It's like, once you find out his last name, you're cursed.
Your fault.
Oh no! Travis! No! Along the way, talks about some of the adventures, leaving out stuff she knows is meant to be secret.
Alright. And for the meantime, I know we have been on this one scene for a little while, so let me change something up with
3
one
hours.
character. And I'll just say you guys visit the graves off screen now.
Arrested? That sounds ominous.
Not really though. Shit.
I'm gonna move you guys to the prison.
What?
What? Wait. Oh, you're starting off with that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean we only have an hour left, so sorry to cut into the side RP. So Travis just disappears.
This would be around nighttime, I think.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
So if Roberto were to sneak out, I would wonder whether it's Travis first or Roberto.
Is Roberto sneaking out too?
No.
I said if.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I'll just
Anyways,
pause this thing
just
for
to
this.
let you know, after a while of contemplating and thinking, as well as talking to Sai a bit.
I smuggle a gun to the police station.
No, he doesn't. He actually gets out a pen and paper and is like really trying to think, because the reason why they're here is because of what Venus did. He feels very guilty about what he did to her back in Lumen, and then everything else that just happened to her, and with what Roberto and Abby told the whole team with what happened with Venus and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with Roberto's whole freak out and all of that, Travis never really had a... Travis didn't want to go to the prison and try to talk to Venus because he didn't really have anything to say. But he sat down and tried to at least say something to just put it off in his mind. It's... The guilt is like hanging him like a chain on his neck, honestly. Because even though she blamed Roberto, Travis was also not really Travis is also not really innocent in all of this either. In a very morbid way, he could have stopped all of this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what he's basically gonna do is write a letter, put it in an envelope, and put a chocolate bar, Snickers, and he's gonna go to the police station and see if he could deliver it. So yeah, he's that's what
Did
we
you
are.
like poison the Snickers or something?
No,
Okay.
no.
Like, for some reason, my thought went to when you said could have ended this one way.
Could have ended. No, I could have ended this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Travis. This is what Travis is doing. So I guess he walks up to the front desk. Yeah.
Howdy.
Hey.
What you come around here these parts for?
Came to ask if giving letters to some of the people here is allowed.
We'll have to check it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. He goes ahead and put the sealed envelope down, as well as a Snickers bar, and he just like kind of pushes it to the officer.
A Snickers bar.
Mm-hmm.
You got a file in this or something?
Huh? You say it again?
Did you hide a file in this or something?
No, it's just a handwritten letter and a snack.
I meant Snickers bar.
I'm actually
Is there,
confused. I'm actually confused.
Is there a file in this Snickers bar? Or something?
Oh! For some reason I thought you meant like a paper file. It's like, what are you talking about?
Alright, book him.
Just like, Travis just like looks at him kind of like a little bit shocked, but then again, not really. He shouldn't be. It's like, no, just a regular candy bar.
Right.
Go ahead and scan it. Seriously.
He takes it, and he does pass by this one guy, and he has like a metal detector thing, and he just passes it through by the candy bar, and he's like, that candy bar is... The only thing that candy bar is guilty of is being too sweet. God damn it. If I get promoted, I'm firing you.
Travis cringes hearing that. Like, this just makes this worse. By the way, he didn't tell him where he's sending it to. Like, who's he sending it for?
Well, as we can see, that,
Oh my god! And then he jumps over the counter, realizing.
as you can see, there's only one person in this prison.
Oh yeah.
In theory, there'd be a lot more, but you know.
I don't know. I'm just...
Not gonna make random sprites.
Oh god. Yeah.
Alright, fine, because Roberto was so picky. Here's Shorty McShortson.
I was joking, you asshole.
Here's Shorty McShortson's brother, Shorty McShortson. Alright.
They were fatally Goomba stomped.
Yes, the notorious criminal family, the Short Sons.
Oh god, why?
I'm sorry.
Things are way less serious when it's any of us. But when it's with Ruby or Abby, things are just like off the walls.
Anyways, to whom is this for?
Venus. Just
Why are you writing like a Venus?
Kind of looks down. Can you say it again?
Why are you writing a letter for Venus?
I feel bad for her.
You feel bad for a terrorist? Give me a charm. Or whatever you think would make to look like you're sad.
Travis is like legitimately.
I know,
he's
but like
actually.
Like to get this guy to be like, he won't question it because like you're sad. So like charm.
Help me. What the flip is... What just happened? Oh.
You rolled an 8.
Honestly, that's not bad.
Mm.
For Travis.
Alright. I'll deliver the letter.
You can read it. You can look at it. It's...
Yeah. So what does the letter say? He will check it. Just to make sure it doesn't have code words like, break you out.
Yeah.
You can DM it to me, or you can put in like the thing, or you can just like DM me like what it basically says.
Yeah, I wrote this in a Word document, by the way. So I'm going to send a copy and paste what I just said.
Ooh.
Stand back!
Stand back! And then
Awesome.
he opens the letter and just says stand back, and then all you hear in the background, use explosion! No, and then the walls
See, I was thinking that too, the wall explodes, but when Venus gets it, she made stand back, she backs against the wall.
She backs against the wall where she's not supposed to be and gets blown up.
Because she's thinking you're standing back from the guards.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna pin this. Okay. Roberta, did you write out a letter?
I did.
You should send it to me.
I did.
Send it again, because I don't know where it is.
Oh, great. Now I have to remember what was there. Wait a second.
Just, I don't know. If you go to the DMs and scroll up.
Is it okay if I read it, or should I just leave it for now? And never mind, I'll just be surprised.
Don't read it. Don't read it. I want this to be kept a secret.
Okay.
How do the cops react when Travis does that? I want to see how they react in their expressions before they turn around back there to just determine whether or not I should just start leaving for the exit, or if it's okay to just linger just a little bit. Arch?
Sorry, I'm trying to read it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
It was something like that, Arch. I don't think I used any words on that time that would compromise, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The officer looks to you, Travis. Kind of gives you a perplexed look. Then kind of shakes his head a bit. And he kind of vanishes into another room for like a minute. Then he comes back and hands it to Venus.
Okay, and as soon as I see him handing it to Venus, Travis just turns around and walks out.
Mm-hmm. The officer watches you.
And he just like kind of has his head down, just like walking. It's like, I did it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis just like solemnly walks back towards the Pokemon Center. Just kind of looks like he's like almost moping a little bit.
Mopping.
Shut up. Yeah.
Oh, everyone's here. It's having a party.
Oh, hey, look.
Okay,
Everyone's here.
Everyone is here. I'm gonna put these two in a bedroom.
I'm walking in. Travis
I'll
has
put-
his hoodie up.
Oh wait, I'll put so they came back to the Pokemon Center. I'll put Preachy here. Abby and Cindy, I'll put here so I can GM layer you. So when you come back, I guess that's all I gotta do. I'm not sure why I put Mira there. But Mira's gambling now.
I mean, she would.
And Travis at the front door. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. When she asks... okay.
And
No,
I'm
Roberto-
gonna put Preachy at the books because
Okay.
she's a nerd.
Books.
Roberto noticed that he was kinda going away from what Ruby asked initially. He's just talking about the group and everything. So yeah, no. Basically, and he's going to. I'm just going to beat it up and retell Ruby like most of the things we did, the gym battles, the adventure, some of the legendary battles, not all of them. And try to not say about Revolution or Cyclops or our interactions with them. Going to keep away the
Is
things
Travis,
that should be.
would
kept away.
Travis hear Roberto explaining all of this while he's passing by?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not trying to hide. I'm not saying anything that's really compromising.
Me and you have a very different definition of what's compromising and not.
Yeah, basically.
Basically the same stuff Abby told the professor, except everything except the secrets.
Yeah.
So Travis would still hear like what's going on, like what you're telling
Yeah.
him.
Mm-hmm.
He would.
Yeah, so Travis just like kind of like stops and turns around and just like stares at you while you're
I look at
talking to Ruby.
You're asking why I'm talking to her?
No, while you're talking to her.
While.
Ruby. While.
Okay.
In the same time, Durante.
Yeah, like you're talking to her, and all of a sudden you just see Travis like behind her, just walking, just kind of stops and like hears you talking to her, and just keeps staring at you.
Gives a Luigi stare.
Yeah. Yeah. Ruby can give intuition to see if Roberto's like hesitating moments, being like, probably like in his mind, being like, "Ooh, shouldn't tell that." Roberto, roll dial.
I don't think I have her in my archive, do I?
No,
You never said it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You just met her too.
You just
Yeah.
met her.
Okay.
Not yet.
Get wrecked.
Yep. Okay. Now for my amazing Gaio. Roberto's a very bad liar.
Yeah, that's why he has to know the person so he could trick them.
Yes, that is actually the point.
Because Roberto is so bad at lying that he has to know the person to get around lying.
Yeah, no, he has to know the person to know like how to pretend. How just pretend stuff like.
Yeah, like how he's like basically like psychiatrist, like therapist, psychiatrist stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Ruby, every time Roberto's talking, and it gets to a part, the part where he doesn't tell you something, he like turns his head, and like, wait, you shouldn't say that. Anyways, out loud. He's nervous.
Yeah, and
No,
Travis
I'm not
is,
nervous. I'm just very telling. Like,
No, I say nervous because you're like, oh, I can't tell her that. Anyways,
Travis is still staring right
because
at
you don't
Roberto.
know her yet. You can't figure out. You don't know how she works.
I wonder if Ruby could feel someone's like right behind her.
why don't we sit down? First of all, we are just standing in the middle
Yeah.
of the corridor, and show the sofa. I guess.
Aw. But I'll
You
I'll still be staring at Roberto though.
You can.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm just like glaring at you, not moving.
I noticed you there. I'm not going to say anything, but I noticed.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting until someone does something. Honestly, that's just Travis is not in a good place right now. So every small annoyance is just like, I hate you. Maybe Travis are the only ones who can lie. No, Travis can't lie. Well,
Robert,
he can't. I don't think he can like lie as good. Yeah, he has a 3+1. 3+1. Yeah, Winter is probably the only one that's good at Guile.
Roberto can lie, but only to people that he knows.
Only to people that he knows.
Is Ruby going to say anything now that she noticed Roberto was lying? Or just...
Would Roberto kind of like have any like telling signs of like he saw someone at the entrance?
Yes, he's going to look at them.
Oh, well, okay.
That's a pretty telling sign.
Alright.
That means I'm blind. Ha! Looks at Cinder.
In coma. The coma boy.
You can't see when you're in a coma, but I couldn't see in the first place. Oh.
No, you definitely can't see.
He can't see aura. Everything is lava to him now.
By the way, fun fact, while I was doing some research, lava does have aura.
What?
Everything has aura.
No, aura's life force.
It's in, yeah, and apparently it's in every object. It's the life force of the earth. It doesn't make sense, but yeah.
That
Everything
sounds
has
like
aura.
So
yes.
everything in the world has aura, but lava. Just because I'm not going to change the joke.
I'm still saying most inanimate objects. Like grass can have aura though, and plants.
What about rocks?
No, unless it's fossil.
What about
Or it came from a
so
Pokemon.
geodudes are soulless. Got it.
No, geodudes would have auras, and if they died, their bodies would have auras, but other rocks no.
You just look at a mountain and the entire mountain is aura.
All right, that's a never mind.
But yeah, Travis is still staring at Roberto.
Oh god.
She says, putting a gun to your head.
I'm sorry, Ruby. I'm going to be honest here then. I met you today, and even if you are in our team, there are some things that need a little bit more trust. Not that I don't. Okay. Not that you. I'm not trying to insult you or anything, but again, I just met you. It's good to have on the team. I see that you're a very capable person, but
I thought you said you're an American person.
you're a very capable person.
Boy.
I was like, that's not right. She's from Kalos.
But give it some time for the juicy details. Yes.
In approximately 3 cities, you'll have my full trust.
Pretty much, yes.
In approximately one city, you'll know everything. Because we don't have to tell you. It just happens in front of us.
In approximately 1 city, Winter will have opened her mouth and, well...
No, within walking out of the premises of Imperium.
When to take you back to the mansion, you'll understand.
Okay. And what about you, Ruby? My life is not very interesting, really. I grew up on a farm. But what about you? I don't know anything about you to now. So, is there anything you want to share? And in the end of this conversation, Ruby is going to be in my archive.
You will. Well, the funny thing is, you can like legitimately like research her up and like find stuff about her. So you can actually archive her by tomorrow.
No, I did that for every person in the group, but for her, I'm trying to talk to her first and then research.
Well, the funny thing is, not really Travis. You just after a couple of days, you kind of got Travis down.
Yeah.
You know how he acts and reacts. You don't, even though you really couldn't find much on him on the internet at all.
Oh my god, messed up.
And then there's the magic bullshit bear.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
And then the magic BS lake. And then the time when Empoleon refilled the magic BS lake. Oh, I'm still proud of that one. Except for Zane and Winter.
They weren't there.
Oh, they weren't? I thought that was maybe.
When you
You are.
refilled it, it was only 3 of you.
Huh.
Yep.
2 of you were on time. I think Abby was late for like half an hour, and then 3 others didn't show up.
Anyways, again, Travis is still staring at you. I'm gonna go
Very
through them
well.
real quick.
Guys,
I'm waiting for Ruby to say something. Ask her if she wants to talk about herself a little.
Hmm.
I just love that while Roberto and Ruby are having a very civil conversation, Watson and Mira are playing.
I'm back. So we're still waiting for a response?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for her.
Alright.
And I love that while Roberto and Ruby are talking, Watson and Mira are playing. Watson would be a fucking cheater.
Didn't Watson beat you at an arcade game?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Watson's a fucking cheater.
Mm-hmm. An amazingly intricate campaign. Players literally improvising everything. God, it hurts.
Well, as you know, I'm a traveling author. I've also done a bit of work for various police departments, including working with my mother for DGSI on a fascinating case regarding the supposed gang war. Turns out they were ghosts the whole time, and the actual people they thought were involved didn't even know their rivals.
That's actually very interesting. So basically,
Boo,
They call-
motherfuckers.
it's kind of weird, but that's funny. I like that. So basically, you are the person who they call when ghosts and the supernatural. Okay, it's not really supernatural here, but when
She is the
ghosts are
episode of
involved.
Supernatural. Anyways.
We had winter for that, but truth be told, I think your expertise is on another level here.
Traveled to several regions for my work. Obviously went around Kalos a lot, but I also went to Hoenn and Kanto before I came here.
I think you know that already. Actually, I don't know if you know that already. I am a detective here. I never really had enough money to travel outside the region, but this is a very pretty place. I think you are going to enjoy this place a lot. From all the places that you travel, which one was the prettiest?
Carlos. I mean,
I have no idea. Roberto never went outside the region.
oh god.
Actually, I do. I show her my license.
What, you're licensed?
Yeah, I
Detective,
have it.
huh? Do you have a
I-
private investigator's license, or is that more of a self-appointed title?
I actually have a license, even though I don't show. I show her my license. I took it when I was like 16, 17.
It's written in crayon.
Fuck you.
It looks like even Travis is learning things now about Roberto. He's actually licensed.
I already showed my license. I used it.
I know. Wait, when? Tell me when you use it.
Back in Lumen.
When?
You sound so exasperated.
Okay, the first time or the second time?
The first time.
This is Novelty Detective Star license gave away the cereal.
Oh!
I used it on Halloween.
So Roberto, was it the first time or second time?
I think the first.
Are you sure? Because I know you probably used it the second time.
I don't remember. I remember using it to show the other detective.
I feel like you only ever mentioned it twice. First
Yeah.
time in Lumen and once in Histo, and then you never mentioned using your license.
Yeah.
You
but I
talked
have it.
about
Which you should put in your inventory if you haven't.
True.
It is an item, Roberto.
everything you put in your wallet should be in your freaking item list. I mean, even my hoodie is in my item list. Don't question it.
I was actually also traveling in the region. I had a van where I would be mobile and go through various cities. And wait a second. I look at her. Well, you are going to be impressed.
You hear cough from beyond the screen.
No, Roberto's kind of being ironic. Because really, I think the group most amazing feats, not just mine, and I think for everyone, were when we didn't know what we were doing, and it managed to work out. But yeah, no, as a detective, I know what I'm doing, I think.
Travis
Thank
just
God.
squints his eyes more at you, Roberto. Do we ever know what we're doing?
No.
At least Travis has an excuse. Is it a good one? Is it a legitimate one? No. But it's a believable one.
But yeah, before I joined the team, I used to travel. I had a van, and I would go through the region. I never really traveled that far, but I would be mobile and go through various cities just to help people that I could, basically. Some jobs paid more than others, not gonna lie.
The last time you got fired, your boss didn't pay you anything.
I know.
Good old Ponder.
To be fair, yeah, I had some money saved in my van, but then
But then the script goes quiet.
Flashback happens.
It's like he like in the middle.
Flashback to-
It's just like immediately like I used to like have all my savings in my van, but then he just literally stops and just stares in the distance while he's going through that whole like PTSD moment.
I crashed it. It went into a lake.
No, it hit a stone thing. Didn't go in the lake.
hit
It was
the
by
stone.
the river.
Oh, okay.
And if the river floods, then it's underwater.
It did.
Okay.
It was underwater.
Yeah, I was driving and I needed to check on the map. And then when I looked back, there was a Pokemon in front of me, and I had to turn away, and yeah. And I got a notice that now it's on Avis. Actually, someone took it out on the street, and I don't know why. I think they're trying to repair it, but it's mine. It's just not with me anymore. Many memories. Oh yeah, and if you like ghosts, I actually have someone there that I may like to meet later. Yeah, I bought that van from a junkyard actually, very cheaply, because there was a ghost hunt in it. It was a little Phoebus. His name is Frank. He stayed there to take care of the van, and I need to go back to get him. Yeah, pretty much.
That explains Roberto in his entirety in a nutshell. If Ruby was a freaking whatchamacallit, then she would have you down instantly.
Frank was my friend. I liked him. And I think he liked me. I mean, every time I asked, he would say yes, so... You bought a handed man named the Ghost Frank. God damn it.
Are you still on that?
Yes, I am! That's Roberto character in a nutshell.
Yeah. Where's that picture?
I know the one.
You know the one. I'm gonna post it again though because you totally deserve it. Oh my god.
I think he said yes, because he could have run away or tried to kill me in my sleep. And he didn't.
Roberto, you think back to the car accident. Then you think back to everything.
No, he could have died too in there. Why would he do that?
Just stop yourself for a minute and just think of what you just said.
Okay, fair. That's fair. And there's the image.
That's not
Yeah, I have
what
no
was looking
idea.
for. Not at all what I was looking for.
No, I thought it was.
No. God, where is it? I had it here. Where is it?
Yeah, no, Roberto, look at you. I actually don't know. Like I said, he could have killed me. He didn't, so... I think he liked me. I actually bought this to evolve him. I show her the tag that I bought to evolve him.
Oh, found it. Okay.
Interesting. Oh my god.
There we go. That's it.
That's it.
That's Roberto in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
bad
that-
as
yeah.
well.
That's one. You should not have
That's-
come here, human. Why do you cross through my domain? Like, I was on my way to the kitchen for a snack and I got lost. You ended up in the 12th plane of torment on your way to the kitchen? I am not a smart man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But okay, Ruby. I see that you have Mira there, and what other Pokemon do you have? I mean, I think yours Ghost, from what you told me. But I don't know, I don't like to assume things.
I swear that I will freaking shut those tongues off.
I
and
swear,
they don't
I will
stop.
make some ghost types and find out if it comes back as a ghost type.
Double Ghost.
Have you ever heard of a dual ghost type? Because I'm about to make one.
Roberto didn't say anything.
What?
Doesn't this Pokemon Center have the little arena thingy?
No, at the hospital.
Oh, okay. Fair. Well, that's actually very reminiscent on how I met Watson.
Watson got stuck and started throwing things everywhere, and so I thought I caught him.
No, I was working in a case to try to find some jewelry from an old lady. Turns out he was eating them. And then
I
I
kept
found
the
him.
jewelry to pay for my salary.
No, I gave the jewelry back. And then after I solved the case and took him out and tried to free him, I was working on another thing and he was eating my evidence. So I was like, okay, no, you're working with me now.
You eat my evidence, now you work for me for life. Slave.
Yep.
You put Haunted Band and named the ghost Frank. Still can't get over that. I still can't get over that. That is a quote That is honestly, I'm just gonna quote that right now.
And there's Spooky. Her story is a bit sadder. She and her old trainer were murdered on the last case I did before coming here. I calmed her down so the police could investigate, and she's been following me ever since.
Aww. Hello there, Spooky.
Oh, you got murdered.
Oh, you got. Travis is actually wide-eyed. That thing is slightly terrifying, man.
Roberto's going to pet Spooky.
I'm just glad that no one is like pointing out Travis or acknowledging him. He's just there.
Yeah, no, you don't want to join? Don't want to join. I have some other Pokemon with me, but I never met them before the adventure, really. Oh. My other Pokemon are kind of big for here, so I'm just going to keep Watson out. Oh yeah, true. Watson, when we evolve, we're going to be huge, man. How am I going to carry you?
No, he will carry you.
Watson looks at me. He throws his hands into the air. I have no idea.
With what? Throws his hand in the air with what?
He has hands. He has little arms, little nubs.
No, he doesn't.
He does. His lingo has little nubs.
Right there, there's immense weight on your head.
That thing's heavy, by the way.
Yeah, I saw him walking to me.
You're gonna have
so much pain.
You're gonna have neck problems.
Watson, I will
Roll
not
for
be
neck
able
injury.
Watson,
Roll focus.
Watson, I will not be able to carry you when you evolve, man. You're going to be huge. You're going to be bigger than me.
You can't even carry him now, really.
His lingo is not heavy.
Roll athletics.
Let's check his weight.
He's heavy boy.
The weight class 2. And I forget how much that was exactly. Very friendly students.
Very friendly. Yeah, he weighs 38.6 pounds or 17.5 kilos. That's almost that's close to that's heavy.
That would hurt Roberto's neck, not mine, but okay.
Look at Pedro with the big dick.
Okay. You know what? You just need to calm down.
Yeah, no, just checking. Okay, Roberto's going to. Oh, hello there. Roberto pets the little Mimikyu. All of our Pokemon, all of yours are fucking adorable. Oh my god. Roberto shakes Roberto goes to shake their terrible voice thingy.
Okay, that is freaking creepy, and it needs to stop now. My dog is barking on the exact beat of the music in the background.
Oh god. He shakes the terrifying void hand thingy. There. She doesn't have their little ribbon. Okay. And are you used to actual Pokemon battles, Ruby? Because I don't know, you sound like you're traveling a lot.
What the flip?
What?
I just got a copyright claim on session 49.
No!
They're not public. What the fuck?
It's unlisted, and every time, like the weirdest thing is, I get a copyright claim. I get a copyright claim every time I upload a session because of the Arch's music.
I'm
But-
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I don't upload them. But it's weird because one, it's unlisted. But the fact that I just got one for session 49, which was last year, it's just like, how?
Huh. You would have been useful in the Campion tournament then. I would like to battle you one day. It sounds fun.
Travis
sounds fun.
glares even more. It's like Harden. You just keep on doing it. You know what? Just ignore what I just said, and let's just continue with the conversation. You know what? I'm gonna cut the recording. I'm gonna edit that out.
And then Roberto felt awkward. He doesn't know why, but he felt.
He felt.
Arched out with a stretch.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We
A stretch like Tina. Her extending her hand to try to choke Roberto.
Roberto gets a little bit shy. Yeah, we really do. But the whole team was awesome, really.
Oof, Travis.
No, he actually is being very honest.
Travis tried to kill you by practically committing suicide.
Do you really think that would make Roberto care?
Oh. That hit me hard.
Roberto wants to be friends with you. He wouldn't care that much. He wouldn't die from that.
I will befriend you even if it kills me. You should be very
but-
wise with your words.
Watson actually would jump down from Roberto's head and play with Tiana a little. Watson's so happy. He's making friends. Watson. Yeah, Roberto extends a little. If you want to, I think I saw a place we could give a little battle, if you want to. Travis, you want to watch?
Wait, could you repeat that? I spaced out for a bit. What happened?
I said, yeah, I think the city must have some place for trainers to battle. Then I said, what, do you want to watch, Travis?
I feel like Travis just like kind of staring at you and presumably Ruby like awkwardly, just like, you didn't
Okay.
you didn't acknowledge me, and now you did, and now I feel awkward. But yeah, Travis is just gonna say, sure.
You didn't acknowledge me. I was talking. If you wanted to come and talk, you could have said something.
I didn't say that out loud.
I know. But Roberto can read the mood. Kinda.
Yeah, just like. I was just trying to make you feel uncomfortable. How did you just reverse that?
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, he's muttering that actually, but with your ears you can hear that.
Because I'm very good at making other people awkward.
He glares at you like, "Fine, I'll watch, but I want to try as well. I'm actually curious.
You want to try what?
I think I'll give it a shot. What about like
Okay.
battling you, Roberto?
Okay. So first I battle Ruby and then you?
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds fair.
And I think we can handle that
Next session
next time.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, I guess we're gonna be in Imperium for another day.
I mean, 1v1 battles can take like 5 minutes. It's not very long.
With our Pokemon, more like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but we're gonna use next session. We'll still be here, and then that'll work because then I can do one last thing at the grave with Abigail.
Yeah,
and then
because I was about to say Abby didn't get to finish her thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can cut it off right now. This will work fine.
Oh, you want to cut now?
Yeah, it's gonna be 8, and I'm very tired.
You feel tired.
Yeah,
You feel tired.
I'm not used to getting like 6 to 5 hours of sleep, and that's what I've been getting recently.
Hmm.
I know 2 of you can do it, but I'm not that strong.
You cannot get to our level.
You are in college. You get used to that.
Bro, like, I had a horrible sleep schedule since high school, man. I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Anyways. And that is the quote-unquote mini-session for session 61. I'm not going to be looking forward for the next 8 sessions, but, you know, things and crap and stuff is going to happen.
It's gonna take 8 sessions to face the alpha, and it's gonna be weird.
But yeah. I think I'm just gonna end the session on that. But any last words from you, Roberto?
I like talking to
Dump
Ruby.
truck.
Just the way we should end it. People interrupting each other.